Okay guys, today we are talking about the education system in America and in China. Throughout this video, I think we can compare what is similar and what is different. Okay, let's begin. The first thing made American and Chinese education system different is their definition of a classes. The classes in American represent the whole grade of a school, such as freshman class or senior class. But in China, it just represents a part of a grade. Several classes and they will become a grade in China. Basically, in China, several students will become a classes. Several classes will become a grade. With that said, it is impossible for students to move their position to another classroom when a class is over. They have to stay in their classroom, and the teacher have to walk around after every single class is over. In America, there is a lot of ways to determine your grade, such as your homework grade, your class presentation grade, your class participation grade, and your quiz grade. And your final exam will count as 20% of your total grade. Also, the class period in American and China are different. In American, students will only have 4 class periods each single day, and each class period will have an hour and 30 minutes. But in China, they will have 8 period classes every single day, and each single class will have 45 or 40 minutes based on the school rules. But Chinese students will have their evening study hall, which is ruled by government and which is long by 2 hours. But in China, there is only one thing that determines how your grade of a class will be look like, and that is the final grade. Because the final grade is the only grade which is reported to your parents. The second thing that makes Chinese and American education different is the schedule. In American, each student had their individual schedule for the whole semester or for a whole year. But in China, school will always give the schedule just for a whole classes. That means several students will have the same schedule for a whole year. Also, how your grade will become is totally different in American and China. In American, as we know, we need to do a lot of things for college application. The third thing made American and Chinese education system different is the size of the school. In America, for example, St. Anthony Catholic High School only have 400 more students for total. But in China, normally each single public high school will have more than 6,000 students in total, such as submit our GPA, our SAT or ACT score, and send it to your favorite school. In addition, you need to go to an interview of the school, and you need to write a personal essay about how person you are and what kind of person you want to be. The biggest difference in American and China education system is their college application. With that said, although the grade of your SAT and ACT is important, but it is only a part of your college application. But in China, Chinese students only need to do one thing for their college application. That is a word in China called 高考. 高考 is a 2-day test in China, which is contain literature and mathematics and English and silent test and liberal arts test. And the score of your Gaokao will totally determine which college you will go to.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, sit down, please. Now, first, let's look at your book 20.
There's 50 kids in the class. 50.
Now,
You can see how close the desks are.
Okay, and learn how to tell your experiences first. And a few minutes later, I will ask you to tell your first time you did something. Understand? Now, can we read this one by one, passage by passage? I will ask some students to read it. Can you do that? The first one, who volunteers? That is, please. Good.
I can remember my first visit to the zoo. I saw a lion and an eagle. The lion was very lazy and slept all the time. He was very boring. The eagle suddenly flew in the air and frightened me. I started to cry.
Do you understand Olympic standard?
Yeah.
Do you understand that? That means...
I ride a bicycle every day, and I'm much faster than my father.
Okay, well done, very good. And this is how you...
I remember my first day at kindergarten very clearly. There were so many children. I only knew one of them, a boy who lived in the apartment next door. I was very nervous.
Okay, now I want you to try to remember to tell us your first time you did something. Can you do that? Now first, tell to your partner, and then we share together. Understand? Okay, go.
I can't introduce myself clearly, and I bow to everyone else 3 times until they introduce. Then after my introduce, my Chinese teacher asked me, "Are you a Japanese?"
Okay. So, but this year you did very well.
When I got on it, I feel very excited because I saw the true sheep and true God.